Since the release of Schedule 1 earlier this year, we got to look at many ripoffs coming out in the PSN, Xbox, and even Switch stores. Usually when a game as big as this comes out, it causes some clone games to release as well, trying to leech off of the success of the original, or even trick people into buying it, because most of the time it isn't even a real game. They'll do something like put a similar title to make people think it's the OG game, that it's coming to PS5 or Series X, and then put some AI generated gameplay thumbnail, and when they buy it, it's nothing like the original game. It's just a half-baked wannabe version, whipped up in probably a few days, just to try and make this shady developer a quick buck. And well, by now, most ripoffs Schedule 1 games have been taken down through various storefronts on various platforms. Schedule 1 Empire, Schedule 1 Dope Empire, Schedule 1 Syndicate, and the list goes on. And well, one still remains, as all the other ones have been banned, and the fact it's still standing is beyond me, because it literally has the game name Schedule 1. It's called Schedule 1 Mafia Empire, available on all platforms including the Switch. But come on, this is clearly a ripoff. Look at the cover, like they're straight up just copying the original. Apparently it's been in the Xbox shop for months now, with a set release date being November 12th. Ironically, the expected date for the next big update on the actual game of Schedule 1, featuring shrooms, multiplayer bug fixes, and more. This gotta be on purpose, and Tyler, the creator of the game, has to do something about this. At first glance, yes, you can tell it's a fake game. It looks very different than the original, but the main people who fall for this scam is either kids or people who only game on console and aren't familiar with PC games. They probably seen clips and heard of Schedule 1, was browsing the shop and saw this Schedule 1 drug empire and believed this was it. And that's the whole reason these devs even make games like this, to trick people, leech off of Tyler's sales on this game, because even if the game gets taken down in just a week alone, it's live, and with that price tag they can make hundreds if not thousands. In just 1 week the damage will already be done. So even if they take it down, Xbox or Sony or even Nintendo, if they check their shop. In the past with other ripoff games like Dope Empire, in some cases they are denying their consumers refunds, and I for one think it's so unfair. Like, you guys allowed this game to be in the shop. It shouldn't be our fault that we fell for it. It seems like the stores on console have been filled with more and more fake games by the day. Back then we'd only see them on mobile in the App Store, since people would get away with spamming knockoff versions on mobile, but on console, man, that's embarrassing, and it really diminishes the quality of the platform shop, because if you're just browsing trying to find a new game, you could potentially lose your money and you'd fall for one of these fake games. And it's just with that level of quality you expect from the PS5 or Series X shops, it kind of makes the platform feel less valuable. I've seen countless clone games over the years covering videos from Among Us to Repo. Indie games always fall victim to this kind of madness, but I never seen them blatantly copy the name and cover art for the original like they have with Schedule 1. That's a whole different kind of ballsy. Like, can't you be sued for doing this? Not only by Tyler himself, but also the platform running the show. Of course, they always find a workaround for this, using a fake studio name and developer name to disconnect from it all. So when it comes time to face the consequences, nobody can point fingers at anyone and nobody will be held accountable. And that's why when one game gets removed, another one pops up. They gotta do something to stop this. It's actually not that hard to just tag the game name of the original. That way they can't be allowed to use Schedule 1 in their game name, since a name already exists, even if it's not available on their platform. The reason I'm even talking about this is to spread awareness that this game is the fake Schedule 1. Do not waste your hard-earned cash on games like this, because if it's not Steam, there's a chance that you could lose all your money. Steam has the best return policy. I can't say the same for other platforms. Putting a request for a refund for the PSN or Xbox store doesn't always guarantee a return, and this is exactly what happened with the old fake games that came out back in March earlier this year. The same is gonna happen now. The game comes out on November 13th, so please avoid it. Console players, I know it's tempting, because judging by the pace of which we're getting Schedule 1 updates here on PC, it seems like the game will never get out of early access and then come to console. So you'd rather just take your chances on this clone game to at least get half the experience you would on PC. But from what I've seen and from other people's experience buying into these games just for the fun of it, sometimes they're just purchasing either a slideshow or an AI slop that probably you or me could have made ourselves in like a few days. Schedule 1 Dope Empire is not what it seems. Maybe if it just had the game named Dope Empire, people would consider it an inspired game and give it a shot. It could have even been the platform's version of Schedule 1 made by another studio. But then again, why would they put Schedule 1 in the title? Because it's clear they want to attract fans of the original and scam them into buying their game. The description for the game reads, "Step into the underworld and rise from street level nobody to criminal kingpin in Schedule 1 Dope Empire, a gritty drug empire simulator set in the decaying city of Yorkport. Manufacture, distribute, and rule, but every decision carries a risk." The game's priced at $14.99, and it all seems legit, but but it's not. Honestly, for that, you might as well just buy the original Schedule 1 and play it on GeForce Now. Practically the only way to play the actual game on console for now. Or just check out Drug Dealer Simulator, basically the brother of Schedule 1. It's ironic I'm recommending this game because when Schedule 1 came out, Byte Runners tried to sue Tyler for copyright because they believe Schedule 1 used some of their assets. But everybody knew they were just jealous because his game did better. The situation quickly disappeared, even though they do have some similarities. But if you're a console player, these are your best choices to get that Schedule 1 experience. At least you'll know with certainty that it's a real game and you won't have to fear about losing a few bucks in this economy. But best advice, just wait until the original Schedule 1 actually gets ported to console. Now I know the wait is crazy. It's gonna take 2 years as shown in the game's dev blog, stating early access is delayed for yet another 2 years as he continues to update the game. But at least Tyler's already shown interest in bringing the game to console. Some games have released as early access, but that's a rare case. Who knows, only the future could tell, but at least we have some sort of confirmation. Stay safe out there, guys. Just want to spread the word on these clone games. Leave a like for more Schedule 1, subscribe if you're new. I upload videos pretty much daily. Follow my Twitch or second channel, I stream live if you ever want to come hang out and chat. Appreciate every single one of you taking time out of your day to watch this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. Stay blue.
Loving myself, but it hurts sometimes. Suicide note, got it in my mind. Dropped 10 bands, couldn't kill my pride. And I ride for the fans, but it hurts sometimes. Like